He said he's coming with his boys, so.
Anyone got food? I'm just so hungry right now.
Here.
You upstairs?
Is that him?
There's a little
I told you they're gonna go over there, bro. That's where we used to park all the cars in that corner.
Yeah, I know.
It's just muscle memory, bro.
Is this where you guys used to stand for meetings?
Well, no, there used to be a bar table over there.
Yeah, and then we used to
It's
drain the
it's
pool as
not
well.
the guilty, it's Luigi.
Jesus.
Shit.
Yo,
Yo.
the word,
Welcome
Chico,
home, bro.
what the word, man?
Chilling, boys. How you doing?
Yeah, man, just another day in these streets, bro. So, let me on some info that y'all might have, and if y'all willing to share, we willing to hear. You feel me?
I mean, there's no secret, right? Brian Knight has a fucking house in about
Yeah, under his name.
under his name.
Is it the? Oh, okay.
It's an
Under
it's an
his-
apartment.
yeah,
It's not a house.
yo.
It's an apartment.
This night guy just gotta be brain dead. But continue.
Yeah, and so yesterday there was a lot of cops down in the barrio, right? And I wasn't thinking nothing of it because I just seen the cops, and my thing is like, yo, if you motherfuckers are gonna be down here doing what you're doing, make sure you're not on the drive. Right, and then but they've been there for a very long time. I went out racing maybe like twice, and they still were there. So I started watching and started seeing shit, and I started seeing, obviously Brian Knight was there, Peters was there. There was also another BCSO unit that was undercover, like he was dressed up differently, not in his uniform. So it was a lot of shit was like it was puzzling me, like what the fuck is going on? But I thought nothing of it until, like, for a while. And then one of my hang-arounds, she woke up in the house, which is like right next door to it, and she told me that there's like she hears a lot of ringing and heavy breathing. So in the back of my mind, because of what I've done in the past, I dabble in the source of of this same thing, right? So ringing of the bell, that means there is no way for them to be talking. And if they just heavy breathing, and the way that I heard them breathing is like they feel like they're being gagged.
Yeah.
So I started listening, and like I had to put my ears so close to the wall that because the fucking marshal was whispering, but I could make out tiny bits of what he was saying. And he was talking to him, and he was telling him like he'll come check on him, come bring him food, da 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 da. And then I heard whether he was punched or he was kicked or something. So that's what made me feel like that he was being tortured or he was being abused in there. And at the time when the marshal left, I tried to have a conversation with him, or the one-sided conversation, and have him ring the bell.
Oh
But
no.
I feel like he passed the fuck out or whatever from whatever happened. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna get keys, and I'm gonna try to wake up and
Oh
try to have a
no.
conversation with
They
him
might have moved his
tomorrow,
ass.
today. And lo and behold, another guy that was down there, he said, "Hey, did you leave a wheelchair outside?" I'm like, "A wheelchair? No." I was like, "Okay." So I went to right there, I snapped and I went to the house.
Oh my
And
god.
as soon as I walked inside the house, I heard the ringing. So with the ringing, I called out to him. I'm like, "Hey, listen, can you hear me?" And then he rung, and I told him, "Listen, this is how we're gonna do it. 1 bell is yes, 2 is no." And I said, "Do you understand?" He said, "Yes," with the 1. Then I asked him. The first thing I asked him, "Are you being tortured in there?" He rung it once. So that's a yes. Now, there's 3 different people that I'm assuming would be a part of like the targeted list right now for cops and marshals.
Yeah.
Obviously, Besties, New Babylon, and because of Shang being on house arrest right now for first-degree murder, ADMC. But obviously, like, there's really no ADMC, so I was just thinking that it was just gonna be Shang in there. So the way I was going down the list, I thought it might be a New Babylonian. And the reason why I thought it was going to be a Babylonian is because of what they're being charged for. They're being charged with treason. So that's a very, very, very very bad crime, and that's like more of like a war
Yeah,
crime. If anything.
100%.
So, I was like, let me go ahead and ask real quick and give me a little bit. I'll call you back in a minute. So the first thing I went off and asked if he was a bestie. And to my surprise, one ding. So I'm like,
Okay.
oh shit. So when he did that, I'm like, my first thought process, I'm calling for, because I see Forehead has a phone and a thing, and obviously he knows what to do. I don't know who's behind the fucking wall, right? Because I know quite a bit of few of you guys, but again, I don't know per se who the fuck it would be.
Yeah.
So I call Forehead and I tell him all this, everything I told you, but in a shorter version. And he told me, I think I might know who it is in there and all that shit. But I was like, listen, just so that I would know, so that you would know for sure, tell me a name so I could fucking ask them if they are that person. He said, are you with him right now? I said, I could go to him right now. And I asked him, are you still there? He said, yeah. I said, okay, I'm on the phone with your leader and he's going to tell me a name and I need you to let me know if that's you. He said the name of Hassan. I said, are you Hassan? Ding.
Oh my
And I
god.
confirmed it with Forehead. And I said,
Alright.
that is Hassan.
Okay. Oh.
So is
So,
that
I
where you're
mean,
at right now?
that's all I'm at right there. That's it. Right there is what I'm doing. Because after that, I was done. Right. I left it up to Forehead, let him. My thing is I needed to make sure that whoever is in there, whoever it is, whatever group they're part of, that they know that this is what's going on from their thing. If it was
Of
a
course.
Babylonian, I would have fucking talked to a Babylon. I don't know how I would have approached with them because I don't fucking know how to get in contact with them. ADMC, I didn't know because, like I said, it's ADMC is no more, so I wouldn't know who to talk to if it was Shang. But the fact is, it's a bestie member, and I know exactly who to get in contact with that. So,
All right, and I appreciate that. Well, let's start with calling this guy Hector Salamanca. You know, this Hector, right?
mhm.
Let's be honest with you, Chico. Like, you know, we're gonna have to go in for him, right?
Oh, I know.
And we're most likely gonna have to do that today, within
Oh, I
like
know.
30 to an hour. So now I'm just giving you this heads up. And do you know exactly where the house is? Is it a house or is it one of the barrio?
No, it's a barrio
Apartments.
apartment. I could fucking listen. I could fucking point you to the fucking door. It's like legitimately. It's like I know exactly where's it at.
So,
Okay, I'll,
I have a question.
There's some on the bench as
When
well.
was the last
So
time
there's a bench and then the
you
box
made
is unlocked
contact with this
now up
round?
there.
About 20 minutes ago.
20
It
minutes
doesn't
ago?
matter about the stacks. We have everything locked
It's
in
been a
the
bit
notebook right
longer than
there.
that. It was about 40
Thanks for asking.
because I'm looking at it right now. I spoke to
I also left without you already.
Forehead an
Bye.
hour ago. The last time I
Jesus.
spoke to Forehead was about 40 minutes ago, so it's about 40 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
so it was within
Alright.
the day, essentially.
Yeah. It's more so what I was
It's within the
wondering.
hour and
Another
shit.
question.
What's up?
How frequent do the cops go there?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. The very first time that I seen them, the Air One was about to land on top of the fucking thing, but then I left the place and all that shit, and then I didn't see Air One no more. So it's not as frequent as much. It's not as like yesterday. Yesterday it was very frequent. Today I haven't seen cops down there that much.
Well, no wonder why they didn't respond to the
Like,
S
I seen cops
boost
down there earlier.
or
I seen
anything
cops
else
there
today.
earlier, and I told them like, "What the fuck you doing here?" And it was like, "Oh, we're looking at apartments and houses that we're taking away because of that whole shit." Like, oh, okay, like whatever. But I was still there. They never approached the apartment, so they never went inside. And we was down there for like I don't know, for a few hours, and nothing has happened from there. So I haven't seen any cops going in and out.
So the last time you saw a cop was yesterday.
Yeah, the last time I seen a cop going in and out was yesterday.
Anyone else got questions, or is that it?
No, I mean, they probably got a camera set up somewhere, but it's not a question.
Yeah. I appreciate this information, Chico. I'm gonna hit you up just to get the exact location of the
Chico.
place. You know.
Did you ask him if there's a camera on the inside of the building that you can see? if he's being watched like that, we need to kind of know what we're stepping into, you know?
Yeah. I mean, but that also, if that's the case, that also implicates me too, and I'm pretty much gonna get fucked if anything goes wrong too.
I do have a
If
question.
there's cameras in there and that's getting recorded, they're gonna hear me talking to him. What's up, Jack?
I don't know. Maybe.
You know if this dude's on life support, like he can't talk, right? So I mean,
no, he can't talk. 'Cause
shit.
He's only talking to he's only talking to me through a bell.
Right.
Like he's ringing the
But I
bell.
mean, the whole question thing, if it is recording something, you're already kind of fucked, no? So.
It
that's
doesn't
what I'm
matter if
saying.
there's a camera in there or not. If he's
They
in
should
life
know that,
support, hooked up to a monitor, it's GG.
Which,
Like
you know,
the moment we
I already
unhook
told
that
my
monitor,
boys, like I know I'm getting involved
alarm.
in this, and I told them to stay out of it. If anything, I'll just fucking take what I gotta take, and you know, deny. But you know, it is what it is.
All right. Well, like I said, we need to talk amongst ourselves.
Well, he's
here a
clearly
little
not in
bit, and
critical condition.
I'll hit you up.
He's getting beat
to
up.
Get the exact location if you don't mind.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said, within like an hour, 30 to an hour, we're gonna have to bust in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it, Chico.
I'll go find out for you if with the camera. I'll give you a call if it's a yes or no.
All right.
I appreciate it.